Hi, and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. We're finally into Sunday. You've all had games this weekend. I just hope they've been unbelievable. Well, I know yesterday out and about at the North Liverpool JFL, TME, what a day it was. Not talking about football here, talking about the weather. Absolutely atrocious. Hats off to all the referees who took part there, because they're not just having one, they're having 2, 3, 4 games, and they just stay on the pitches and await the next team's coming through. But that rain did not let up whatsoever. So well done to all you referees who got soaking wet and carried on probably into the afternoon doing more games as well, because it's money, and we can all go home and get dry later on, can't we? Anyway, it goes to good causes, I suppose. Right, we've been out and about, as I say, all weekend. On Friday, not North Liverpool, the Walton KTL JFL. It wasn't a bad night, it was nice sunshine. As I say, the Saturday was atrocious. Today, it wasn't bad. You know, I escaped getting any wetter, and I think the referees, it was a better day. It went a little bit cooler towards the afternoon, and we're getting 1 or 2 showers, aren't we? So, yeah, it wasn't a bad day overall. The kids were enjoying themselves. They weren't as cold as yesterday, as we say, because yesterday was absolutely freezing cold, and I don't know where it come from. But the forecast is we're going to get it all week, and I'm planning a little run, I think Sunday. Hopefully it goes ahead. I'm just awaiting. If not, I'm doing it on my own, because I know another runner now has become sick. I think these are excuses. One's got his foot gone, can't do it, and I think the other 5 I'm just awaiting on. It remains to be seen whether anyone is going to come with me to do the run. Don't know whether I'll do that on my own. 26 mile. If I end up walking it, I'll walk it as well. But I just need to get it out of the way, and I suppose everyone out there as well just wants me to get out of the way as well. Well, I'll do a little run and see. But I've got to go on the carbs and the water. As you can see, water all this week, and carbs, got to find out what food I need to eat, especially the night before the big run. And I've got to do a few miles in between just to keep the legs going, keep the legs warmed up, a few exercises, keep them going, do a few weights. And I've got my physio as well. I'll book him in tomorrow for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days before I think it is. So I'm looking forward to it. No, not really. I don't know what the weather's going to be like on the Sunday. The weather could be atrocious again. But if it's red hot, I wouldn't do it anyway. I can't stand the heat in running, because in the cold weather it takes me 20 minutes and I'm absolutely sweating. And you see everyone with hoodies up, gloves on, big coats, and I'm just running, enjoying it, because I think I'm a cold weather runner, not a hot weather runner. I don't need that, definitely don't need that. Anyway, we've had great times. I'm training, I've trained for quite a few months. I don't know whether I'm ready, because even when I'm getting to 12.1 mile, my feet are hurting and the body's always aching, and when you work it out, you've got another, 15 mile to do. On top of that, it's hard. But it's a home route. There's one part of the route that I'm dreading, where we're coming through Anfield, and then we've got to double back on ourselves and then go again towards the finish. So it's Town Hall, Warrington Town Hall to Liverpool Town Hall. I don't know whether I'm going to do it, but here's hoping. And I know all you supporters are out there, you're all hoping to do, and other supporters are just, well, not supporters, I just don't want to get it out of the way, and that's the less they hear about it. I know that as well. But it's been a good slog, and it's come round a little bit more. We can't keep putting it off. I feel okay. I've built myself up for the run. What more can I do? You know, you have these fighters all looking, when they've got a big tough boxing match, football match, they're all looking forward to it. I can't say I am. I don't know why I train for it, but I just know I'm worried about the feet. I really, really am. Got brand new trainees, and when I'm doing a 12, 13 mile, that's when it starts aching, and you can't do anything about it. The ends of your toe, the little toe, starts stinging like it's gonna, you know, like you've got an ingrown toenail, basically. Really is painful. I'd love, if that wasn't there, I'd be more confident, but I'm not at the moment. So I just got to pace myself and just see how it goes, and fingers crossed I get on with things and achieve it. That's all I need to do. I don't know how long I'll be out for at the end of it, but anyone who's done a marathon run, you probably tell me. And if there's any tips going there about what I should eat before the evening, before the run, mal@don'ttextheline.com, add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. Well, you may have seen last night's show, we had young commentators. Well done to all the young commentators. First experience in a podcast studio, and we got them, one or two of them talking, others a little bit shy at first, but that'll go away as we get on with our shows, and the commentants will brew in them. You watch, they'll be up and running very, very soon indeed. But it was just to give you a glimpse of at least 4 of them. Others will be coming next week because they all want to get on with it now. We all know that we're moving on to brighter things, where we're going to do commentary games, we're going to do the kids go on interviews, doing 1 or 2 interviews and bring them back to load them up to the show. Looking forward to that one, I really, really am. Can't wait for it. But as I say, it went down rather well. Thanks very much to all the lads and Wayne as well for turning up and putting it on there. And as you can see, we were social distance, arm's length. That's what we had there, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? You know, because we can't pile them all in, and we just got to hope by May 17th, I think it is, it gets a little bit back to normality. It is getting back to normality. You can see that now. And even the football, social distancing, we still tell people to social distance. That's out the window now by looking at people and watching people, not just in town, not just in football, but in towns. Buses, they won't allow that. Wherever you go, I suppose, wherever you go. But always remember, take it with you. COVID could return, and we just don't expect another lockdown. I don't think we will, because they can't keep going on and on. And I think the government will say, that's it. You just got to live with it and learn to live with it. And if you get it, you get it. It's end of. But we're all having the vaccinations. I'm waiting for my second one. Ooh. Oh, stiff neck. Can't wait to get this physio in, because started talking about running now. I'm starting to get all aches and pains. Wow. Anyway, whatever you are, hope you've enjoyed it, and hope you've enjoyed your football. Hope you've all had a great weekend, and the REFspect continues. As we all know, we can't let that go. Week in, week out, day in, day out, we need REFspect. We need to keep our referees within the game. We don't want to chase them away, because it's easily done, isn't it? You can have, a referee can go and have 5 fantastic games on the run, and then face one that really puts them off, and they don't want to do it again. So they've all been through it, they've all experienced it, and hopefully we can all keep them on the field of play to grassroots football, because you know what it's like. We have no referee, there is no game. So we need to continue with REFspect week in, week out. We can't thank the PGMO well enough, the PFA, all for getting on board with us, the Premier League, for supporting us this year. They were absolutely fantastic. Thank you very, very much, especially the Premier League and the PGMO well and the PFA, because they supported us with the t-shirts. And as I said, got some fantastic images there, but you'd have to come into the office soon and see them when I print them out and put them all up in the frames. They're fantastic, and well done to all the officials who supported the REFspect Awareness Weekend and still do. We know there's some referees out there who do want to support it. That's entirely up to yourselves. Some of them believe they don't need support. They can handle it themselves, and that is fair do. Brilliant if you can. That is superb. But at the end of the day, we're only out on the touchlines, and we're trying to protect the children as well. Because if the children are hearing verbal abuse and seeing aggressive behaviour towards the referee, well, it affects those kids as well. So we need to continue that, and that's what we're all about. So if you don't support it, you don't support it. It's as simple as that. Well, how did your teams go? And we watched 1 or 2 managers in action, and it was pretty good actually, I must admit. We just watched them, the way they treat the referees, the way they treat the kids, because they're all coaches, super coaches, as they tell us week in, week out, we're the best. And no, I talked to some great lads, parents as well, have some great banter week in, week out, and Monday to Friday, then Friday night football, Saturday and Sunday we get talking, and we reminisce a little bit about what it's been like and how the games are going, and 3G, 4G pitches now, and grass pitches are sort of like dwindling away. We don't want that. We really need grass pitches. I love them. I'm old school. I love the football on there, and I just believe, without a doubt, grassroots football is better than any 3G, 4G pitch, and that's me. That's my opinion. And I'm wondering whether you think the same out there. And old school, I know they will. They'd love it on grass, you know, the pitches. But are the referees learning enough? Are they getting out there and they on the 3G, 4G pitches? Do they play on them? Are they playing on the grass? Is that all doing away with it? Thoughts? Come on, get them all in. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites, please. And mal@don'ttexttheline.com. Send me an email and let us know just how you're doing on the grass, on the 3G pitches. I know the grass pitches, I think a few of them were underwater after Saturday. As soon as it comes back, well, the rain comes back, doesn't it? But we had a great month in April, dry month, so let's not forget that. We're going into May now, it is winter. We just got to get used to it, unfortunately, and play our games through it. Just wrap up warm, make sure that you keep your eye on the kids when the weather gets cold. And one or two parents I know took their kids home yesterday, and there's nothing wrong with that at all, because I could see some of the kids were absolutely freezing cold. So you've got to watch that, especially you coaches out there and referees, because you've got to look at the kids around and about you to make sure that they're not dehydrating or they're not getting freezing cold. And you know, when the heat comes, that's what you've got to watch for. You've got to be alert. We don't want hypothermia setting in on the kids. We just need that, and we just got to watch for it. And that could happen because the kids get so cold just by standing around. And it's not just standing around, you run around and you're still freezing cold. I know what it's like in that kind of weather. But we've all got to be alert, mums, dads, grandparents, brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles, all watch and make sure and keep the referee on the toes, because the referee should be looking around at the kids as well and making sure that they're all participating and enjoying themselves if they can, as well as refereeing, because that's what it's all about. Telling the kids what they've done wrong, blowing the whistle and explaining to them why you give that free kick. Nice and loud, hand signals, and be verbal to the children, let them know. And I don't mean abusive, just outspoken to them. Let them hear your voice, shout out and tell them what it's all about. You get these referees who are absolutely brilliant, but you get some referees who are very, very quiet indeed, and you can't hear them. You know where I'm coming from. So well done, keep it up, the hard work, and maybe we'll get one or two new referees in. Not too sure on the courses yet from the county FAs. I'll have to find out whether they're doing them. But go to your county FA as well if you want to become a referee, young referee, plenty of money in there. And there's plenty of games as well, because every week now I'm seeing games available with no referees. So what's happened to all our referees? We need to know, we need to find out. Anyway, the cup games are coming, so it gets a little bit agitated sometimes now on the touchlines. We know what happens in grassroots football because there's something to play for. Yes, it's all these participating in leagues, but they're not really leagues, are they? Just friendly football. And when the cups come, that's when, my lad wants a cup, needs a cup, has to have a cup at all costs. And we don't want that. We don't want irate parents, spectators on the touchline shouting and screaming towards the referee or the opposition. We don't want it. We just want kids to enjoy. If you don't win, you don't win. It's hard. There's always next year. You'll be back in that. And I know it's disappointing for the kids and you feel for them, but there's no reason to blame a referee for you going out of a cup. It's not really worth it. It's not. So please, respect on and off the field of play. Cups are coming up. There's some there today. Obviously, had to come back and do my radio show. How have your games been? Give us the feedback. I'd like to know how it's gone. What was it like over the REFspect Awareness Weekend? We've had some images, so we'll be sorting them out as well. But as I say, thank you very, very much for everyone who participated in the REFspect Awareness Weekend. It was decent. Very, very decent indeed. And I just want to thank Sophie and Finn. They were our poster referees and they've done a great job actually all over the world. They went with them. The poses were brilliant. They mean a lot. They mean a lot to the family, mean a lot to us from Don't Cross the Line, and we can only give you the respect that you deserve for helping us out and portraying the message about REFspect on and off the field of play. And I'm wondering when I talk to them next week, I'll get some feedback on how they felt it went over the REFspect Awareness Weekend and even today, this weekend, because we need to continue REFspect. We need to continue it on and off the field of play. It doesn't go away. That was an awareness weekend. We all needed to get there in the end, and we did. It was hard graft over this year, and it always will be hard graft promoting REFspect on the field of play in grassroots football, and we just need to keep everyone aware and alert. But as I say, Sophie and Finn, absolutely top draw. Well done, and I know your parents are very, very proud of you as well. And what were the bookings like over the REFspect weekend? Many send-offs, many free kicks. Did you notice a difference even from the touchlines? Give us the feedback. mal@don'ttexttheline.com. We love your feedback, and from leagues out the area as well, we love your feedback, I assure you. Been a busy old year, and what I'm talking about is stepping back a little bit from REFspect. When I say REFspect, from the referees themselves in grassroots football, taking a back seat, someone else, a new face will walk around, and you'll probably still see me, but there's a lot more things coming up with Don't Cross the Line as well, and we're looking in a big coaching school there, aren't we, as well. And my nephew, can't wait for him to come home. He's coming home from FC Arizona, spent a couple of years there, and hopefully he's coming to Liverpool to stay. So what will he bring? And he'll bring credibility, I assure you, to Don't Cross the Line. Super coach, you have to see him in action, and then you'll be, wow, he's got everything, just all the attributes, and you'll learn tenfold off him, I assure you. It's unbelievable, his coaching methods. And he's got the same qualifications as Jurgen Klopp, would you believe? And I watched that game yesterday, I really did, and do you know, honestly, I keep telling you, okay, it's not the same. I just don't think the Premier League football is the same. I can't get myself motivated to watch it. Decisions come in, it's nice when they score, nice when they win, but when you watch it with the sound off, it really is. I can imagine the players, there's nothing there to pick it up. It's just like a Sunday league game, isn't it, outside in the park, and you're having a kick around, and that's the way the atmosphere feels to me, flat. And I don't think Liverpool played well at all last night. I don't care what anyone says. Southampton were passing the ball well. They seem to take to it more. Every deflection, reflection, always bounced off one of our players, and it went to a Southampton player. They were more alert to it. And I'm sure the second half, looking at the second half, they practically dominated there. There was some good football off them, and it makes you wonder why they're not up there as well. But every team that's come to Anfield this year, they've really given us a lesson in football. Our lads have dropped their heads. They have. We are a fan-based club, and you can tell that. And at the end of the season, I think we're having fans in. Will it make any difference whatsoever? I'm not too sure. We'll have to find out and see, won't we? Something like 10,000 fans are allowed in, but we'll be playing in front of away fans. Maybe that'll lift us as well. All the booing, that'll lift our players, because that's what you need. Fan-based football. And we had, as I said, they mentioned the other day, we had a concert the other day, 5,000 people in Liverpool, and I think they were touching shoulders, and because they've all had COVID jabs, great. But we've had no feedback, any results yet, not too sure in the hospitals. What it's like, I think it takes a week or two, doesn't it, you know, to see how it went. And are you going to have concerts in your area now, or just loads of grassroots football? We're looking forward to more football, but please, please remember, when you're out and about, REFspect on and off the field of play. Kids, respect the referee. We were talking to you the other day, we were asking you why you shout at the referee, or why people shout at the referee, because that referee never tells the kids on the pitch what to do, all the players on the pitch what to do, where to shoot, who to pass to, never. So why are everyone telling that referee what to do? They've passed their courses, so give them the due benefit of the doubt, stand back, the referee blows the whistle, let the referee blow the whistle, get on with it. It's a game of football, and it's there to develop the skills of the kids, and also develop the skills of the referee if they want to go up another level. And it's also to educate you as well, because when the referee, excuse me, when the referee blows the whistle, that's also a sign to say, encourage the kids and encourage the referees, get involved with them and enjoy the day. Always have a smile on your face. That is what grassroots football is all about. Well, it looks like we're coming up towards the end of our show, or we have done. So we'll be back again during the week. I'm looking forward to interviewing one of our local councillors who thankfully got in there. So we'll have him in the studio next week. And we'll be back again, no doubt, on Friday evening. But anything crops up in the meantime, and we have an emergency podcast or TXTL TV from the touchlines, then we'll be sure to show you and play it to you. In the meantime, thank you very, very much indeed for tuning in. We'll be back again on Saturday evening. From myself, Mal Lane, all the team here, the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line, and the REFspect programme. Remember REFspect. We'll see you on Friday. Have a great evening. Put your feet up, relax, but most of all, please stay safe.